What's cracking, everybody? Almost forgot the mic. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today, we're not going to do a reaction to a video. I thought about this, when I was like, what do I want to do on the small channel today? And I want to delve into this matter regarding GFace and Milk 74 and the whole, Milk was allegedly approached at his house, and he had forced to apologize and take videos down. And I want to let's talk about that for a minute. I don't know either one of these people. I don't know GFace. I don't know Milk. But I will tell you what I have come to know over the last years, dealing with, when it comes to Milk, and then recently when it comes to GFace. I want to talk about that. I feel like this is an example. This is just me as a content creator looking at things and say, what's not out there and what is, and let me just speak for a moment. So we have a situation where supposedly GFace and someone or others got into Milk's building, and they went to his front door, and whatever happened, right? Allegedly. Now, going back to, I don't know GFace, but I have seen GFace on YouTube. I have seen GFace on TikTok. What I have seen when it comes to GFace is that he has gotten out of prison. What I've seen and heard, let me make that clear, from him on social media is this. He got out of prison with nothing. But he had a wife that loved him. And when he paroled, whatever their living situation was, he told his wife, this ain't what I want for you. I'm going to get us out of this. And he did that. From what I see, GFace generates income legally. GFace has a lot of nice toys, material things, right? His cars, different cars, and he owns different houses. And I've heard GFace say that everything he does for his wife, and he does it for his family. And when I see that and I hear that, I'm like, that's cool. We should all be selfless enough to want to do for the people we love, right? To make them happy and feel good. To make them feel safe and not have to worry about bills or nothing, right? That's the goal. As a man, that's the goal. But I have to be honest that when I see that, whether it happened or not, when I see this man say he went to somebody's door, that's not for your family, eh? That's for your ego. Being on social media, we get attacked all the time. We're going to get attacked. And the more successful anyone gets in their arena, more people will hate. But there's always more that love. Let the haters hate. Let them keep that energy and live in it. Why notice them and overlook all the love? Milk was given up for adoption, raised by a black family, raised in the Hoovers. He went from being a dishwasher to now he can basically live anywhere he wants. I remember when Milk first started, he was hard to watch. I think we all are when we first start though, right? I didn't know what direction he was going to go. I didn't know what he was going to do with this channel. People come and go in YouTube. We see that. Some of us are blessed to have built a solid fan base and, subscriber base that supports us even when we stumble on an angle we want to take, and they let us know like, hey, that ain't it, but we're still here for you. And Milk was able to find his lane. Milk can drop a video. He can drop 3 videos a day and get 3,000 views in the first hour, every one of them. And then they do whatever they do after that. Milk is a very successful YouTuber. What he does is he reacts to stuff and he gives his personal opinions. He's comedic at times, right? And some people can't take it for whatever reason. But I see people that are worse than are more vicious than Milk, and nobody's going to their door. I know these are California cats, and these are California cats that came up in an era where people went and did shit when they didn't like something. I get it, but you're both successful. I've talked about it before. When any other area, you don't see other YouTube. You don't see what's that guy's name, man? Mr. Beast. You don't see him pulling up on Jake Paul and them. These are successful YouTubers who have made so much more. Penguino. That guy with the long hair and the ugly beard. Oh shit, maybe me and him are gonna beef now over the beard, Jay. But seriously, you don't see these guys in other genres pulling up on each other. That Penguino dude, yeah, he had a beef with another YouTuber, but it stayed just content. People pulling up at other people's houses, that's very dangerous. I told this story before. I'm going to say it right now. I remember when I first got out, somebody cut me off, or they almost hit me. They were behind, and then they cut me off. They came around and cut me off. And we got caught on a red light, like right when it happened. And when it happened, I grabbed the fucking door handle, and I was going to jump out of the car and go over there and check them, tell them something, right? I had been out maybe a month or 2, 3 maybe at the most. And as soon as I put my hand on that fucking door handle, a clear voice in my head said, if you get out of the car, you don't control the situation anymore. I let go of the door handle. I wasn't afraid of the person in the car. I didn't want to go back to prison. If I get out of the car, if I go over there and talk shit, hey, you fucking punk. What if he has a strap? I don't. What if he gets out and we get down and one of us gets hurt bad? I'm on parole. At the time, I'm on life parole. They can send me back and reinstitute the life sentence. If anyone pulled up on Milk's door, there's a saying that the people I was schooled under in the joint, they used to say, whenever you start something, be willing to finish it. Finishing it meant death, yours or that person's. I don't think GFace wants to kill anybody. I don't think Milk wants to kill anybody. I think we all want to look out for our families, our ladies, our kids, cousins, whatever is in your heart and your mind to do for your people, and whatever your goal is, that's what you want. But ego ain't your friend. So GFace and these guys, they went on No Jumper, and it's not surprising to me that No Jumper is involved in trying to smut up Milk. Whether this thing happened or not, it's not wise. You're not going to have a Lambo on the yard. You're not going to have that cash counter clicking away in a sale. What you would have, either person or any of the people involved, whoever was involved, if there even was a situation, what you are going to have in that sale is a lot of regret. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how long do you wind up back in the joint or going to the joint. Milk's never been there. Prison isn't the same anymore. Prison is for the birds. Everybody in that place wants to get out. Why are people out here acting like they want to go in? There's a vacancy, believe that. And they want to keep you as long as possible for that moolah, for that money. Whether you live or die in there, whether you catch another body in there, whatever. Nobody in there gives a fuck. But I just want to reiterate before I go. Everybody in there wants to be out here. Why the fuck do people out here do things that could put them back in there or act like they want to be back in there? If you were ever in there and you're out here now and you want to go back, what the fuck? Why did you catch it? Hey, there's always work that needs to be done. I don't care what faction it is. There's always work that needs to be done in there. You should have did that work. Why come out here and fuck with somebody that's trying to be a member of society? And I'm talking in general to anybody now, not just GFace and Milk and whoever was involved. I'm talking about to everybody. This was an interesting thing for me. I don't know how interesting it is for you guys. I don't make the money that GFace makes. I don't make the money that Milk makes. I make decent money. I was talking to a homie of mine recently. Ex-lifer. He did 29 years. 17 in the shoe. He had never been a member of society prior to his incarceration. He was a gangster. He was a gang member. He was shooting, robbing, slinging, whatever it was. Went to the joint, stabbing people left and right. That's what wound him up in the shoe. He could go and do time anywhere, unfortunately, just like I know I can. Unfortunately. He told me, he said, man, I've been out a few years. I think I would go crazy if I went back. Like, this is where it's at. That right there ain't where it's at all. And this dude is a killer, was a killer. Now, he's a productive member of society. Is his life out here perfect? No. But it'll always be better than it was in there. So anybody thinking, hey, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to go do this. No, you don't. Your ego wants you to think you do. Then you're going to sit in that cell and you're going to be fucking hard timing it. And your Sally's going to be like, ah, fuck, yeah, I got to deal with this shit. Nobody wants to catch you now in their 30s or 40s. You're done. It'll be like the old days, where a lifer couldn't get out. You catch it now in your 30s or 40s, you're going to have to give them a minimum of 20. Anyways, that's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.